Hello and welcome to Lune ASMR. A little bit of a different video today. I will be showing you some of my skincare favorites. And explaining why I like them, I guess. Or how it is that I use them. Or anything that comes to mind. So let's get started. In the morning, the first thing I'll do is use a really gentle cleanser on my face, especially if I feel like it's oily. And there are two here, not one but two, not one but two that I enjoy for the morning. The first one, this one is probably the most gentle. The most gentle is this one in the purple bottle. And this is a brand that you will see come up a lot because their skincare is really good for my sensitive skin. And so this is the Lune Naturals Apricot Probiotic Cleansing Milk. It's really quite thick, if you can see that. It's quite a thick cream cleanser. It says cleansing milk, but it's honestly thicker than that. And it does leave the skin feeling hydrated. It does not leave the skin feeling stripped. Just a really good, gentle cleanser. The other one, so I told you this is my favorite for the morning. This is my favorite. But I also enjoy this one by the brand Derma E. This is the Hydrating Gentle Cleanser. And this is formulated with hyaluronic acid. It's also vegan. They should both be vegan and cruelty-free. This one probably said on the box, but it doesn't say it on the actual tube. This is a really good gentle cleanser too. And hyaluronic acid is very beneficial if you have dry patches of skin or just in general your skin needs hydration, because the hyaluronic acid helps your skin to retain that moisture while kind of giving it a little bit of a peel as well. It says on here that this one is cruelty-free, vegan, gluten-free, soy-free, recyclable, and made with wind technology. So, cruelty-free, vegan, gluten-free, soy-free, recyclable, and made with wind technology. Ethical beauty. I believe that in general, both of these brands can be found at just about any health food store. And of course, probably online too. But yeah, those are my morning cleansers. Nice, gentle cleansers for the morning. The next step in my routine would be sunscreen, because I live in an incredibly hot climate. I live in the desert and the sun is very strong. So I have a few here. The one that I've been using is another one by Lune Naturals. The rose stem cell range that they do, it's labeled sensitive, 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 sensitive. The rose range they do is by far my favorite, because I love the smell, but also I find that it really is the best for my sensitive skin. The thing is, this one is only SPF 18. SPF 18. Now this is a regular cream sunscreen. It does not leave a white cast. It does not leave oily residue. And it's just a really nice face lotion. This one is colorless, but I recently bought the CC cream version. You can see here the tint, can you see the tint? The circle of tint. And this one, with a little bit of color to it, is in the shade Sheer Nude, and it's SPF 30. SPF 30. Now this one is interesting. I've used it in a few different ways. I've used it underneath makeup, which is good if you have dry skin, because this can be a little bit on the hydrating side. But the color is really forgiving. It's not very pigmented at all, which is kind of a good thing. I think it gives just enough pigment, just enough color to kind of blur minor imperfections, but it's not mask-like, it's not foundation-like. It's very, very natural, but it still has a nice SPF of 30. If you just wear it on its own, it seems to set down, at least for me, within 15-20 minutes. But yeah, it's really good. It's really good. I like them both. There are some days when I don't feel like having any tint on my face, and so that's when I tend to go more for the colorless one. But some days you want to have a little something, and so this one is really nice and easy on my skin. I actually just found this the other day. I'm gonna go ahead and show you because SPF is really important. Now, I have not tried this particular product yet. However, by the same brand, Andaru, they've come out with a range of hemp stem cells, And this is another SPF product, and it is SPF 30. So this will kind of replace my other colorless one for the summer, because 18 is just really not enough. I do have some foundations with SPF, so that's when I'll usually pull in the 18. But for a daily basis, I think SPF 30 is a little bit better and safer. I know it's really important to wear SPF, and I use different sunscreens on my body. It's just that my face is so sensitive that I have to be really careful of what products I use on it. So I can't really just get away with using anything on there. But yeah, this is my newest one. Okay, so another thing I've been enjoying as it's been heating up here is using a face mist. And I've had this one before, but it was given to me again recently as like a little gift. And I quite like the smell of it. It's really herbally. This is the Godely, what's it called? Beauty Elixir Smoothing Glowing Complexion. I love this little glass bottle. It's so delicate and so small. I think before I had the full-size one, and that was kind of big and annoying. But this is a really cute bottle. I may try and reuse it once I finish it up. I still have about that much to go. But it's a really pleasant face mist. It smells kind of like rosemary, just kind of herbally, and really nice. So I recommend that. I keep this in the fridge for maximum cooling freshness. So to take my makeup off, if I am wearing makeup that day, I've been using the Avalon Organics Wrinkle Therapy Cleansing Oil with CoQ10 and rosehip. And you can see here the little rosehip bulbs, the little rose hips. I really enjoy the Boscia cleansing oil. That's probably my favorite cleansing oil I've come across, but it is quite pricey, and I can't afford to purchase that all the time. So this is another one that I get at my health food store, and I think it's usually about $9 or $10, and it lasts a really long time. I don't know if you can see, it's only full up to about there, but I've had it for a while, and I just pump some out either into my hand or into a washcloth, and I rub it into my skin, and then I add a little bit of water to it, keep rubbing it in, keep massaging the skin, and then I add more water to it, and usually take a washcloth to my face, and that gets off all of my makeup. It gets off all of it, even mascara, everything. It can take off anything. So that is my makeup remover, and I really do recommend it. It's not drying at all. Really good for my sensitive skin. But when I use that, because it is a cleansing oil and my skin tends to be combination, I will then go in with a cleanser to really remove and clean the face. And the one I've been enjoying for that purpose is by Derma E again. Derma E. This is the Purifying Gel Cleanser, Charcoal and Marine Algae. Sometimes I even keep this in the shower because it's a really kind of thin formula, but it does a good job of cleaning the face gently. I think the charcoal in there is good at doing cleansing. It doesn't lather a lot. I don't use any products that are overly soapy because that's just really no good for my skin, or really anyone's skin, I think. But yeah, I use this one after I use this, and that way I make sure I get off all the little bits of makeup that don't need to be there anymore. So I only use one face mask, and you're about to see why. You're probably gonna think I'm nuts, but I have this giant tub of Aztec clay. It says Indian healing clay. The world's most powerful facial deep pore cleanser. 100% natural calcium bentonite clay. I have had this for a while, and you can see here that I've almost used up half of it. I also sometimes use this as a clay rinse for my hair. So that's how I kind of have gone through so much of it. But I use this in combination with aloe vera gel, and I'm just using this up right now because I do have aloe plants that I prefer to use the gel from, but I had this when I was living in an apartment, and I'm just still trying to finish up the last little bit. I keep this in the fridge too, so it's still fine. But I mix the two of these, and then I apply them to my face. I just mix them in a little dish. Mix them up in a little dish. Apply them on my face and wash them off with a washcloth, which is good, and it does a good job exfoliating. This has really helped kind of with shrinking my pores and helping out with blackheads, because I do get sometimes blackheads on my nose and T-zone. So when I use this regularly, I notice a difference. If you only use it once every few months, I don't think you get the same benefits as if you keep on top of it. Just like any mask, really, just like a hair mask or anything else. So I've been really enjoying sure I'm still gonna have it for a while. If I have a blemish, I use tea tree oil. Tea tree oil. I know a lot of people say not to use it directly on your skin, but I don't have a problem if it's just on a blemish area. So I just lift up the top. I take usually just whatever is hanging out on there, and then I put that on the blemish. So tea tree oil is really good for blemishes. And my last step at night is night cream. I have 2 here. Both of these came out of the fridge. I like to keep my night cream in the fridge. This is actually a hyaluronic acid serum, and this is quite good. It has a thin consistency. I use this during the day sometimes too. And then this is an acai and kombucha oil-free moisturizer. This is what the night creams by Andalou look like. I wildly prefer the rose night cream. That's just my favorite. The rose line by them is my favorite, and I've kind of branched out and tried different aspects of their line. Like I've tried the purple range. They're all kind of color coded, but I'm telling you, the best skincare is the Andalou Rose range. As long as you're okay with the smell of rose, it's not overpowering, it's very gentle. But they make the best stuff. We're gonna see. I also have this cleanser. So I just bought these 2. This is the foaming cleanser, and this is the sunscreen from the hemp range. But like I said, the hemp range, I'm excited about it, but it's brand new, so I've never tried these yet. But we'll see if they can compete with the rose range, which is without a doubt my favorite of life. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you're sleeping now, or at least that you're very relaxed. I'm glad we've spent time together today. Thank you for being here. I hope you're